away. We're going to go ahead and get this meeting started. We will start out by observing a moment of silence. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We will start with the mission statement. Transforming education, inspiring lives, empowering all.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is a regular meeting with an executive session of the Board of School Trustees of Lake Ridge New Tech Schools, Lake County, Indiana, scheduled for Monday, October 13th, 2025 at 6:08 p.m. in the Lake Ridge Schools Boardroom, 6111 West Ridge Road, Gary, Indiana. We're now going to open the budget hearing. We will have a public hearing on the proposed 2026 budget. May I have a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing.
Motion by Mr. Bacon. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Deal. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion 5-0. Motion carried. Next, we'll go on to a proposed budget summary statement by Mr. Adrian Wilkerson.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. This evening, I am here to just read the Budget Form 3 Notice to Taxpayers. This summarizes the budget that I presented at the last board meeting dated September 22nd. So, Notice to Taxpayers. Complete details of budget estimates by fund and or department may be seen by visiting the office of this unit of government at 6111 West Ridge Road, Gary, Indiana 46408. Notice is hereby given to taxpayers of Lake Ridge School Corporation, Lake County, Indiana, that the proper officers of Lake Ridge Schools will conduct a budget hearing on the year 2026 budget. Following this meeting, any 10 or more taxpayers may object to a budget, tax rate, or tax levy by filing an objection petition with the proper officers of Lake Ridge Schools not more than 7 days after this hearing. The objection petition must identify the provisions of the budget, tax rate, or tax levy to which taxpayers object. If a petition is filed, Lake Ridge Schools shall adopt with the budget a finding concerning the objections in the petition and testimony presented. Following the aforementioned hearing, the proper officers of Lake Ridge Schools will meet to adopt the following budget. The adopted meeting date is set for Monday, October 27, 2025, 6 p.m. in the central office board meeting room here at 6111 West Ridge Road, Gary, Indiana, 46408. The estimated school operations maximum levy is $4,266,429. The property tax cap credit estimate for 2026 is $3,376,100. Now I will read the fund and budget estimate and levy. For the rainy day fund, the budget estimate is $2,400,000. Zero tax levy to be raised, $0 current tax levy. For the debt service, the budget estimate is $3,882,534. The maximum estimated funds to be raised, $3,882,534. The current tax levy is $4,173,163. So the levy percentage difference is minus 6.96%. The education fund, the budget estimate for 2026 is $14,804,246. $0 for the maximum estimated funds to be raised. In the operations fund, the budget estimate is $6,323,710. The maximum estimated funds to be raised is $4,266,429. The current tax levy is $4,101,738. The levy percentage difference is 4.02%. That is all I have for the budget summary.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. The floor is open for public comments to anyone who raises their hand to speak about the 2026 budget. Would anyone like to raise their hand and speak about the 2026 budget? No? Okay, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. Okay, with no comments from the audience, I need a motion to close the public hearing on the budget. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Mees. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries, and this budget hearing is closed. Let the record show that all the board members and the superintendent are present. Let the record show the administrators that are present. I'd like to consider the attached account payable vouchers and the October 2025 payroll for payment. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Deal. Any questions or comments?
Madam President, the comment should be that should be the October 1st, I'm sorry, that is the October 3rd, 2025 payroll.
Okay. Thank you for that, because that was going to be my question. Okay, thank you. Any more questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Next, we're going to consider the treasury report as of August 31st, 2025. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to consider the treasury report.
Motion by Mr. Bacon. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Next, we're going to consider the Old National Athletic Complex Donations Fund Treasury Report as of August 31, 2025. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Deal. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Mees. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Consider the Old National Self-Insurance Fund Treasury Report as of August 31, 2025. May I have a motion?
Self-insurance fund.
Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bacon. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Let's consider lastly the minutes of the September 22nd, 2025 school board meeting. May I have a motion? Motion by Ms. Mees. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. 5 yeas, 0 nays. We have a motion that carries. Public comment should remain respectful for everyone. We do have a 3-minute time limit. We will not discuss personnel issues or student issues. Please come to the microphone, have a seat, and state your name and address for the record. If you find your questions are not answered in this meeting, please feel free to schedule a meeting with the superintendent. Ms. Acevedo will get you scheduled. Okay, we do have Ms. Lucy Sedlowski. Hello.
Hello? Hi. Yay! Hello. I was just coming forward to remind you, I did send through email to everyone whose email I had. Dr. Crimmins, I didn't have yours, I'm sorry. Regarding this human trafficking event to which students and parents are invited for free. And I just wanted to reiterate about this wonderful event. It will be on October 18th. It will be a Saturday, no, is that Saturday, October 18th, from 12 till 2 p.m. Students ages 8 and up are invited to go, as well as their parents are very encouraged to attend. We have 2 experts in education as well as law enforcement that will be the instructors. The goal of the event is to give our children in Lake County education to keep them from becoming victims. They won't be being taught karate or anything like that, but they and their parents will be taught on what to watch for, whether in a personal way, as part of social media, as far as phones, that kind of thing, how to watch out for these predators. It will be taking place at the Victory Overcomers Outreach Ministry, which is at 4400 Delaware Street in Gary, Indiana. There will be 1,000 book bags being given away, and it is a wonderful thing that the Sheriff Department is endorsing, and it's very valuable. I, for one, am very burdened about the idea of us as Americans allowing those 300,000 children over the border to be abused, and the many of them that were carted up to Chicago and have come even into Gary and into our Lake County area and are being abused even now. And the forces that this organization is behind helps to fund them. On the flyer that I sent, there was a sponsorship type of QR code, and that's for people that would want to help to support those organizations that are now on the search for these children, to get them out of the situations that they're in and to save their lives, hopefully. Anyway, this is a great way to make sure our kids who are here and safe and in our homes can be watchful, can be educated, and you might think it's kind of young, 8 years old, but 8 years old is not young. And these predators go after babies. These predators are horrible, and we have to do all we can to be educated. And I hope that there will be teachers and educators that will also be present to encourage children to go, as well as to learn themselves what they can do to be watchful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lucy. And we did actually share the flyer on our social media.
Then we had to pull some of that because it has an endorsement from the
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, but I know I did see it at one. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your comments, Lucy. Okay, thank you for that, and we will go ahead and move on to our superintendent report, Dr. Krim.
Go area number 1.
Academics, all learners will continuously demonstrate academic growth, and I know we're working on that all the time with testing and seeing if they are showing growth. Safety, we will provide a safe and secure learning environment for all. Equity, we will provide a positive, inclusive, and equitable environment for all. Communication, we will improve communication and strengthen relationships both internally and externally. And finances, we will advocate to increase the financial resources of the corporation to provide an outstanding school environment. And we're working hard to look at a variety of finances, adjustments, and so forth. As far as my report, I have a few things on here. Some of them are informational, and a couple of them are for you, things you deal with later on the agenda. The Neola updates are progressing well, and we should complete these updates by this Wednesday. And we've had several meetings with Neola, and then the first reading will be November 10th. And then after, in December, it's passed, and I think you'll be up to speed. There's always new ones that come in, but it'll be caught up. Dean position, we were advertising for this position. We tried it without filling it at the high school. It's just not working out very well. He does not have strong applicants yet, but we're not going to just hire anyone to be hiring, but it's a needed position. The insurance committee meeting, we've met. We're going to meet again this week. We're looking at possible changes in the current cost. The current costs are not sustainable, and we're looking at some different options on insurance. An alternative school consideration, I'm looking at, and I know we're going to meet with administration, something here in the central office building, and that's not something you're going to just start next week, but we have some students in the middle school and high school that it's best for everyone concerned if they have a different location, because our main purpose is educate kids and not disrupt education. So we're going to be working on that in the near future. And on the item on the board agenda about moving to one board meeting a month, if that's approved, I recommend, one, that all in-state professional development be approved by the superintendent, and out-of-state professional development still be approved by the superintendent and the school board. And also, that's normal procedure in most schools, and especially when you're going to one meeting a month, you're going to be doing it retro all the time. And also will recommend on that fundraisers be approved by the building and superintendent level, because that's normally how that is. I don't know how it's evolved here, that it normally is not at the board level. So I recommend them changes if you do pass that item on the agenda.
Thank you for that, Dr. Crimmins. Okay, now we're going to move on to professional development.
I recommend approval of the professional development recommendations as listed.
May I have a motion to approve the professional development items as listed?
I make a motion to approve the professional development.
Motion by Mr. Bacon, may I have a second? Second by Ms. Mead. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Next, we're going to move on to leaves, resignation, and employment.
I recommend approval of the listed leaves and resignation and employment items. Item 9 of the agenda.
May I have a motion to approve the leaves, resignation, and employment? Motion by Ms. Neese. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Deal. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Next, we're going to move on to new business.
I would recommend that you do item 8 standalone.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and make a motion to do item A on a standalone vote.
It's moved from one board meeting per month schedule, with the meeting being held the second Monday of each month.
Okay, so I need to make a motion to remove this. Okay, I'm going to make a motion to vote on item A separately from the rest of the agenda items for new business. May I have a motion for that?
I make the motion.
Motion by Ms. Neese. May I have a second to remove item A as a standalone vote?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bacon. Any questions or comments on that? Motion carries for item A to be voted on separately. Okay, we need a roll call vote for that. Mr. Buckley? Mr. Bacon?
Yes.
Ms. Neese?
Yes.
Mr. Deal? And the chair votes yes to move that to itself. Okay.
Okay, then the rest of the items as recommended, one of them is canceling October 27th, the regular board meeting. There will be a meeting, a special board meeting to approve the budget that night, and then the rest of the recommendations as presented.
All right, may I have an approval of the new business items?
I recommend the approval of the new business items.
Motion by Mr. Bacon, may I have a second? Second. Second by Ms. Mead. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries. Oh, yeah, 2024, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Lucy. 2025, item A should read 2025, 2026 school year. And it reads 2024, 2025 school year. Yeah, February.
B is
B
right.
is right.
B was correct.
Those were team leader duties for.
Oh, 4/24, 2025.
Okay, all right. Okay. What about item G though for February 2nd? Should that be 2026?
That should be 2026.
Okay, thank you, Lucy, and that was working. Everything else is okay?
Yep.
All right, with the additions, we now have a motion that has carried. Thank you. Make sure we covered everything. Okay, all right, we are gonna go ahead with our closing comments, and Mr. Buckley.
I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, and we continue to move forward, and we're doing our best to look at everything district-wide, and large organization, a lot of moving parts, and but I think we're staying on top of it. So I thank you all again for coming out tonight, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Buckley. Ms. Means.
I'm glad we have people in the audience. I like this. And we're still kicking really nicely with going in the right direction, I hope, and I hope everybody is really appreciating how much time this really does take. Because it does take a lot of time. And we're looking forward to all more positive atmosphere around everywhere. Thanks for giving. That's all I have today.
Thank you, Ms. Means. Mr. Deal.
Couple of new faces that we haven't seen for a while. They were around saying, we're working hard to do everything we can to empower the Lakeland school community and keep this place functioning. It's a struggle, but we're giving it everything we can. We wish everybody a good evening. God bless each and every one.
Thank you, Mr. Deal. Mr. Bacon.
I just like to thank everyone for coming out and agree with most people up here. We have a pretty unified board. We're all moving in the same direction, and we're hoping we're making positive changes. Little by little, we got a long ways to go, but we're going to have at it. We're going to persevere and keep at it. And thanks for everybody coming out.
Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Bacon. Mrs. Trevino.
Just want to thank everyone for being here, and I wanted to give a shout out to Longfellow because they had an amazing literacy night event. I believe they had over 200 parents there. It was pretty amazing. The kids had a lot of fun, and we did start our iLearn checkpoint test these last 2 weeks, and so we're in full testing mode now. Just about every 3 to 4 weeks, we'll be taking a state test, and every 2 weeks, we're taking several other literacy tests to help our students move and progress and grow. So we just ask that parents send their children to school. Every single minute is important that they're here. We really don't have any time to waste. So we need to make sure all of our kids are healthy and in school. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wilkerson, I did not mean to skip you.
I figured you were just tired of hearing my voice after the last couple times. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening. First off, I just want to wish the football team good luck. Sectional draw was yesterday, and we did draw a home game on October 24th against Glenn. Be sure to come out and support the Warriors. They still have one regular season game left at the West Side, but they've been doing real well this year, so they definitely deserve our support. Next, fall break is next week. Obviously, Ms. Trevino talked about all this testing that everyone's, been really hard at work at, both students and teachers. But after this week, we get a little bit of a rest and recharge. So, hopefully everyone enjoys that. And then, last thing, I just want to remind everyone of the trunk or treat, on October 29th, at Longfellow from 5 to 7. And that's usually very well attended and, the community, I think that's a really great thing that, that everyone gets involved in. So other than that, everyone enjoy this wonderful fall weather. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. Dr. Crimmins.
Just two or three things. Life flies by. Schools have been in session almost 3 months already, and the fall break's going to be here next week, and I think that'll be well received by many people. But just it goes in a hurry, and take advantage of what life gives you. Technology, we are working. Aaron has a project. He's, I think, off to a good start. Shortly, we will have a complete inventory of every computer in this corporation, that we really know what we got. And they're working on a plan. Adrian didn't say anything about the construction, but the lower bleachers are installed. They're working on the upper bleachers right now. The auditorium is really progressing well. We had an initial meeting with the key players, trying to get some rules and regulations and procedures down to how that auditorium is going to operate once a state of the art is up and going. It won't just be a free-for-all, because we want it to be a very nice facility for many years to come. That's all I have.
With you, I really don't have anything tonight. I am tired. It has been a very long week, and it's only Monday. So thank you all for being here. I believe, are the Bears on tonight? Okay, then go Bears. I don't know who they're playing. Everybody go home, enjoy the fall weather with your family. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. And I just need a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Neese. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.